Hi, I wanted to redo a video. Last night I was trying to do a video on velocity of money and the fact that the money is a kind of information, and when this information is correct and reflects reality or the needs of the people, then there is the economic growth. Last night my camera was out of battery, so it got ruined. So tonight I have to do this video, and then there is another video I want to do is on spiritual stuff or psychic stuff, which is kind of very irrelevant to our discussion tonight. Uh, let's take a hypothetical case that you live in a society like a Scandinavian country is a socialist society, and there is basic income. Like say you were in Switzerland, and society was very wealthy. I know many people in the United States are gonna start screaming, "Oh my God, the socialism and is gonna be the death of capital," and you cannot stop these people from shrieking and running to their old models, because those old models, they serve them. They get all this cash from the Federal Reserve, and they deposit it nicely where they could get a higher interest rate, and then they take the cash back and they pay the initial loan probably, and then they pocket all this money. This itself is not capitalism at all. This is like financial engineering or organized thievery. Even the capitalism that really existed in the 50s and 60s is dead. So I would hope that you would stop shrieking and listen to the rest of this theory about money as information. Okay, so say in this society, in this hypothetical society, there is basic income. Many adults, they will get it, and they're able to spend this money on what they deem as essential or valuable. And say they live in a world which is very similar to us, where the cost of production, the cost of producing agricultural goods or manufacturing goods has collapsed to very low values. So in this hypothetical society, these citizens of Switzerland or wannabe land, they're able to take this money, which is worth more than the money that the many other countries have, and then they would be able to buy many of these products or services that are available. For example, they could buy food stuff very cheaply, because it's all produced very cheaply in foreign countries. Or they would be able to buy manufactured goods, because the cost to produce them is almost zero, or the international companies, they know how to make a lot of them very cheaply. So this money that was basic income and came to these people, it's really correct information. Money is information. When money is not misallocated into stupid investment, when the central banks, they don't invest their money into old buildings and land that's just gonna sit there, or they don't redeposit it in another bank account to get more interest rate. When the money is able to be spent on things that the population of that country deem those things essential or valuable, or or they perceive it to be future needs. For example, if people had disposable income, a lot of people had it, then many products or stuff that would not ordinarily be used or be wanted, it would find buyers. And this is a mechanism by which new industries and new products or services are generated. In fact, many industries evolved in the United States because for a very long time it had a middle class and they had disposable income, which means that this money, this amount of cash could go into areas that were not dire necessities. It didn't have to go into real estate. It didn't have to go to pay the rent. It didn't have to go buy food. It could be spent on things that would be deemed entertainment or luxury, or say there would be self-improvement or different therapies. And actually this is a healthy way if capitalism is going to survive and flourish for future development. Well, right now the way capitalism survives is really a disaster capitalism. That means that the government engages in continuous warfare with foreign countries, and then it issues itself credit and goes and buys all these weapons and hires all these mercenaries and goes and fights those wars and destroys those other countries. But at the same time, there is a mechanism of money coming in and getting spent. But this mechanism is very destructive, and the money is completely lost. Those resources are completely gone, but the mechanism that I described to you with basic income and people are spending it the way they think it should be spent is a more healthy way of economy regenerating or generating new industries or new income. Then another good thing about this mechanism I'm describing to you is that the money, it goes around. It doesn't just go into a one-time purchase of weapons or a destructive warfare. It goes from different groups of people. It from place to place. It circulates in the real economy, and this is very healthy. Well, there is a saying by Imam Ali that there is a lot of big money that comes to no good, but there is a lot of little money, small amounts of money, but it does a lot of good. It goes into many places. It's because this little money circulates. Well, if capitalism is going to survive, it needs these mechanisms, and they evolve naturally. They're not forced by a central organization or a bank. Well, I had some other ideas. I've lost my train of thought from last night because the video just cut off short because of the battery, and I'm trying to retrace those ideas. Or besides the basic income concept, we are, whether we like it or not, we have gone into production mode, which is called zero marginal cost production. and also the technological advancements are taking us places that we have never been at. You don't know if the robotics or AI would replace almost all jobs. Well, there was a book was called Jobless Future, and well, I'm very sure that our future is a socialist kind of society where we will have basic income and people decide where that money should go, where that resource would go. And also, I don't think that in a future where humanity can exist or be part of the economic process, that this huge corporations that keep tacking on all the profits or piling them up, they could go on very long. At some point, different societies will come in and will tax them, or they will ask for a dividend for having these industries, or it wouldn't even matter, because if they say no, then they're gonna go on a different shelf and bring out the other AI. Well, this is just fodder for future videos. Thank you very much for being in my YouTube channel, and please subscribe and leave your comment. And some of my stuff, or a lot of it, is research, and you really need to kind of ponder some of these ideas. They are not very simple to get. Thank you very much.